Rothesay Netherwood School is an Atlantic Canadian independent day and boarding university preparatory school for grades 6 to 12 located in Rothesay, New Brunswick, a suburb of St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. It has been an International Baccalaureate World School since April 2007. It is an accredited member of CAIS, a founding member of the ACIS, a member of CIS and a member of TABS RNS. Is the most recent Canadian addition to the international organization Round Square. The current head of school is Paul G. Kitchen, with Paul McClellan and Dean Van der Leerd as assistant heads of school. Rothesay Netherwood School is an independent private school offering both the Canadian High School Diploma as well as the International Baccalaureate Diploma. The school's campus is located on a sprawling 200 acres overlooking the Kennebecasis River in Rothesay, New Brunswick. Introduction. Rothesay Netherwood School was originally founded in 1877 and is the result of the merger of two separate schools, Rothesay Collegiate School for Boys and Netherwood School for Girls. The two schools had a history of co-involvement since the 1890s and officially merged in 1984 for financial reasons. The merged school was known as Rothesay Collegiate School Netherwood until 2002 when the current name was adopted. The current campus is that of the original Rothesay Collegiate School. The campus of Netherwood School for Girls was sold and developed at the time of the merger. History. Rothesay Collegiate School. Professor Ezekiel Stone-Wiggins founded Thompson's School in 1874, a boys' day school housed upstairs in Welpley Hall near the Rothesay railway station in Rothesay, an affluent suburb of the prosperous city of St. John, New Brunswick. The school was intended to prepare students for enrollment into the Royal Military College of Canada, which was established in 1877. In the 1880s, the school was bought by George Lloyd, later leader of the group of colonists who founded the town of Lloydminster, Alberta, and Bishop of Saskatchewan, who renamed it Rothesay College for Boys. In 1891, the school was put on firm financial footing by local prominent citizen James A. Robertson, who renamed it Rothesay Collegiate School and moved it to its present location while adding boarding facilities. Lloyd remained headmaster until 1900. In 1907, Robertson handed the school over to the Synod of the Anglican Diocese of Fredericton and Rev. W. R. Hibbard was appointed headmaster the following year. Dr. Hibbard was succeeded by Dr. C. H. Bonnycastle in 1938, but the school was run by his assistant Dr. J. F. L. Jackson, while Dr. Bonnycastle served as an officer in the Royal Canadian Navy during World War II. In 1963, the school was incorporated and leased to an independent board of governors. Following Dr. Bonnycastle's retirement in 1970, a series of 5 headmasters presided over the school for next 17 years. Netherwood School. Girls were first enrolled at Thompson's School until its move in 1891. The Netherwood School for Girls was founded in 1894 by Miss M. Gregory, who was succeeded in 1895 by her niece, Mrs. J. Armstrong. In 1903, Missy Pitcher became co-principal with Dr. Susan B. Ganong at a time when it had only 9 students. One of the most important people in the school's history, Dr. Ganong purchased the facility in 1912 and built it into an internationally recognized institution of high scholastic standing. She presided over Netherwood until her retirement in 1944 when she sold the school to the Netherwood Foundation Limited. Dr. Ganong was succeeded by several headmistresses that presided for relatively short terms. Merger. In the 1970s, the New Brunswick government began investing heavily in the public education system, and ACIS and Netherwood were subsequently challenged to maintain enrollment. In 1972 the schools formed a partnership that led to shared classes but separate campuses. Nevertheless, financial difficulties continued and were exacerbated by the lack of long-term strategy caused by a series of short-term heads at each school. In 1984, ACIS and Netherwood announced that they would both be closing. A group of parents and alumni came forward with a proposal to obtain financing and combine the two schools. The schools, now merged into ACIS Netherwood, were saved, but this success came at the expense of the sacrificed Netherwood campus. Recent years. Between 1984 and 1991, over $2 million were raised in the Call to Excellence campaign led by Jack Hickman, allowing the school to continue operation. Since the end of this first campaign, the school has increased its enrollment by 2.5 times, from 1,995–1,996. The Building for the Next Century campaign led to the construction and renovation of several buildings. In June 2002, RNS's newest boys' residence, CAIS, opened. Collegiate Hall was opened in May 2005 and now houses the school's offices and conference rooms. In October 2006, Netherwood House opened as the school's new junior girls' residence. In 2009, a new dining hall was added to the campus Heritage Hall, while the former dining hall was renovated into the school's modern library. In the fall of 2014, the school completed a modern expansion to its ice arena. Today, campus Rothesay Netherwood School is located in Rothesay, New Brunswick, approximately 10 minutes east of the city of St. John, New Brunswick. The campus is situated on 200 acres of land in the Kennebecasis River Valley, with much of this space is given over to woodlands and sports fields. The campus consists of 4 boarding residences housing up to 140 students: Mackay House, Quinn House, Kirk House and Netherwood House, 13 houses and 9 apartments for faculty. Heritage Hall, newest dining hall, with 3 giant projector screens. South House, providing faculty offices and housing student artwork. Collegiate Hall, the main administration building. Fawcett Hall, housing the Colin Mackay Library. The Memorial Chapel, designed by G. Ernest Fairweather and F. Dellen C. Robinson in 1923 in memory of the old boys who lost their lives in the Great War. Schoolhouse, with 17 classrooms. Cabot Hall with 4 laboratories. The Teta Susan B. Gannon Performing Arts Center, with seating for 200. The Dr. C. H. Bonnycastle Memorial Arena. The Irving Gymnasium, with regulation basketball, volleyball and badminton courts and a climbing wall. 5 soccer and rugby fields. 2 squash courts. A fitness center. Numerous walking trails. The school's World War I Memorial Chapel features several World War II memorial stained glass windows including "Resurrection of Christ", Virgin and Child, Light of the World, Street George, military figure, and Boy Christ in the Carpenter's Shop, by Robert McCausland Limited. In 1985, the ACIS campus served as the backdrop for the William Hurt feature film, Children of a Lesser God. Many of the buildings on campus were prominently featured in the film. School fees. Notable alumni: John Peters Humphrey, principal author of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights; James Irving, leading member of the Irving family and head of the J.D. Irving Pulp and Paper and Shipbuilding; Arthur Irving, leading member of the Irving family and head of Irving Oil; Jack Irving, leading member of the Irving family; Gordon Fairweather, leading Canadian lawyer and politician; Dennis Oland, convicted murderer; Richard Oland, businessman; Derek Oland, CEO and majority owner of Moosehead Brewery, the largest 100% Canadian-owned brewery.